Only good stuff in our Friday morning. Well, it's always good stuff, but it's only good news in our Friday edition of the morning headlines for this February 5th. I do want to show you this picture on the front page of the Star Tribune today. This picture by Anthony Souffle. This is Joseph Long. And Joseph, looks like the toughest Minnesotan ever, right? But that picture was after he took his snowblower and cleared the entire sidewalk on his block. The headline is great. Cold deeds make good neighbors. Anthony, terrific picture, too. A couple Twin Cities chefs are going to be in a Super Bowl ad. We're not going to get to see it, at least on Channel 4. Star Tribune's Sharon Jackson with the story. It's online right now. We got our hands on some of the behind-the-scenes video. It was Andrew Zimmern's production company that shot this commercial. So that's pretty cool. Young Joni is the backdrop for it. And Kim in the commercial. Justin Sutherland is in it. It's an ad for the liquor company Cointreau, but it's really designed to speak about the value of restaurants and encourage people to write a love letter to their local restaurants. It's called Safe Restaurants. It'll air in Boston, New York, and L.A. Good publicity for our local chefs, too. We've been talking about electric cars a lot lately. Heather did a good question after General Motors announced that they wanted to be all electric by 2035. So I thought this New York Times story was really interesting about the changes that have to happen to cars as they become all electric. It's not just take out the engine and put in the batteries and a drivetrain. They have to reimagine the wheels, the brakes, the tires. They've got to optimize everything for aerodynamics. So you're looking at the side mirrors. Tires are tricky because if you've ever been in an electric vehicle, there's so much torque. You step on the gas, the accelerator, and you just go, which wears out tires. Another change will be a shift in service shops. No oil changes, spark plugs, all the usual stuff that keeps mechanics in business. Great news in USA Today dealing with a real challenge in our healthcare system. We see black people especially having a harder time being believed at doctors' offices and hospitals, often because the doctors just don't relate to their experience. Well, more minorities are applying to medical school. Applications up 18% overall. Some schools have seen 30% increases. Many specifically telling USA Today they're seeing a surge in minority applicants. Miriam Cepeda, that's her picture on the left of your screen. She's 19. She goes to Columbia. She wants to go to medical school. She says a lot more blacks and Latinos I know are interested in medicine because of coronavirus, because of the crisis. Only about 5% of our nation's physicians identify as black. One of the biggest trends in restaurants, the increase in places opening in the suburbs. We saw this before the pandemic, but it's moving even faster now that there are fewer people going to work in the downtowns. Nancy No and Jess Fleming in the Pioneer Press round up a dozen of what they're calling the superb suburbs. That's Chef Mai Vang there of Egg Roll Queen Music Cafe and Falcon Heights. The Brick House is highlighted, a really nice spot in downtown White Bear Lake. Foodsmith Pub, West St. Paul. Ann Kim, we just mentioned her in the commercial. She's got a pizza and pasta spot called Kindred Hearth in the Vikings Hotel in Eagan. Lots of cool stuff in here, Heather. A lot of restaurants that maybe people who do the city scene don't know about.
I'm so happy you point this out because now I have a new bookmark of all these places that we want to try.
Yeah, there's like a dozen in there, and many I haven't been to either. So, yep, little plans for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, we got a lot of DeRusha eats in our future, huh?
That's right, yeah. A lot of it like bakeries and pie shops and little stuff, just people kind of following their dreams closer to home.
And the photos they have in the pie press, well, you're going to want to run to some of these places.
This is bad news for you, Riley, because I know whenever we show a food picture on TV, it goes straight to your stomach.
It does. And you know what's interesting is we always do a weather story, or a food story right before weather.
Correct.
And then I want to talk about it, say how hungry I was, and then they're like, go to weather, go to weather. But I have to say, the pizza that they showed, you showed a picture of the pizza, I think it was like pepperoni and jalapeno.
Yes.
I love that. And then you put a little bit of like honey on it.
So good.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it's one of my favorites right there.